So tonight we're drinking Baker 7.
Welcome back to another Tiller's Bourbon Challenge.
All right, so tonight, like I said, we're drinking Baker 7, which is a Jim Beam product. It's a single barrel, and that means all of them are be a little different. And it is it's one of those deals where we'll find out how good it is when we drink. Well, I've never had Baker's before.
I haven't either.
And have you ever had it?
I've never had it.
But we know a lot of the high-end Jim Beam products are really good. You know, the Knob Creeks, and the Bookers, really good stuff.
Freshly cracked. Gonna be in that neck pour. We may let it sit in the glass a little bit before I start drinking it. But for those who do not know, Baker 7 is named after Baker Beam, Jim Beam's nephew, who worked in their warehouses for 38 years before he retired, and in honor of him, they started coming out with Baker 7, and he was kind of like their gopher. In other words, if they needed a wrench turned in the warehouse, that's who they called. They needed something moved from here to there, that's who they called. He was their do everything guy. And I'm gonna try this out now. Baker 7, it's got to be at least 7 year aged, and this one, according to the bottle, was barreled March 2015, and it was bottled at 7 years and 10 months, and it was in warehouse CL-J.
Right. It's even got a serial number up top.
So we'll try this out. I've heard of Baker 7 for over the years, but never got a chance to try it. I just happened to find this on the shelf. If you watched the video a couple, 3 weeks ago, saw me pick this up at our local ABC store in our area, and we're gonna see what we got going on.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I've been wanting to try this for a while.
Anybody want to sniff?
Great smell to it. I like the lid. Real big of a lid. That's a kind of unusual lid. In case you've never seen one, it's kind of big, round, a little different.
Yeah.
With the cork on it.
Yep. Got a good color to it. Good deep amber color.
Oh, it does. Yes, that is real good clarity. It does. These are good residue. Real good film on it.
Oh yeah. According to the film, this is almost oily.
Yeah, it is.
Looking forward to
It's got a lot of residue on the side of the glass. It just means it's gonna taste really good.
You know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna do it while y'all do a little talking. Maybe. Let me see if I can look up and see if there's any information on the mash bill on this thing. I forgot to look it up.
Okay. Yeah. Now, but also, it'll be very interesting to see how this compares to like a Booker's. You know, being on the top end of Jim Beam.
From what I heard about the most recent Booker's, I hope it's better than that one.
Yeah. There's one out at this present time that is probably the lower end of all of them that they've had. And I guess you don't really hear too much difference in the the Baker 7. I think they're all pretty much got high marks every time anyone's ever tried them or reviewed them.
Okay, so.
Wow, I do like that smell though. Wow,
Yeah, but you can definitely tell it's a fresh neck pour, because I'm getting a lot of. It definitely punched the nose.
Yeah, it
did on that ethanol.
Like I said, this is 107, and it smells like it.
It smells like, especially coming straight off the neck.
Actually, it smells a little stronger than 107.
Yeah,
if you
because
think about it.
we're straight out the barrel or straight out the bottle at this time.
But that is a great smell. Wow, I do like that smell a lot.
I'm getting a little cinnamon.
Yeah, I get the cinnamon.
Light vanilla, light caramel.
Yeah, almost like a A little bit of a honeysuckle smell to it also. I don't know if you got any of that.
A little honey to it. Let me smell it again.
Just a tad of it.
Maybe a little bit of cherry.
Yeah, I was about to think. I was trying to think
Yeah.
of it had a little fruity
What
smell
fruit
to
it was, and that, yeah.
You just nailed it.
Yeah, I think that's got it too.
Kind of like a bright cherry or a dark cherry is what I'm thinking of. Dark.
I'm thinking dark too.
Yeah, that's definitely dark. Wow.
All right, now
Love that smell.
what I'm seeing right here: 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley. So
Okay, so it's not too far from the typical
than the typical.
Right. The
bean
mixture
products.
Of the, yeah.
Yeah. But
All
and every time I go back to smell it again, it smells even better.
It does, but I'm still getting the ethanol
Yeah.
right in the eyeballs there.
That's going to take a minute for that to dissipate. We kind of turn this a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know
See
how
it
good the
goes.
clarity of the colors coming through on video,
But
but
the colors,
and if you can see
fantastic.
the residue, yeah, it's great. That's a good color.
I'm just hoping the palate matches the nose because the nose is
Well,
great.
let's give it a shot. So what we think.
Okay. A little more oaky than I thought it would be. Whew. And as the neck pour, it definitely drinks its 107 proof.
Yeah, it definitely does that. And I'm actually, we just got to know about the cherry. I got a little bit of that cherry flavor.
Yes.
Going down.
As it's still simmering in my mouth, it's,
Still percolating.
yeah, I'm getting more of that cherry as it's, all right,
Yeah.
let me do
Man,
it
that's-
one more time.
Yeah, that smell is, I'm gonna say my top 5 of my favorite nosings of all bourbons. I'm not sure what order I put them in, but that's up there. That's in the top 5 of them.
Yeah, that cherry's coming through even more.
Yeah, a lot.
The second time I sipped it, it came through even more. I'm going to add a little bit to that because we're gonna put a little ice on this in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna try it over ice just to see how it changes the flavor. Sometimes we regret putting on ice, and sometimes the ice does just perfect.
Yeah.
And that's really the only 2 ways we try it. I know a lot of people will add a little bit of water to it or a little splash, but we don't really do it that way.
And after I just splashed a little bit more in here, threw some of that ethanol out of my glass, and the smell on this is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
I love the smell of it. Now, if you could bottle that into a cologne, I don't know who it would attract, but other bourbon lovers. But
I'm scooting away.
I would
from you.
I would be happy smelling it. You know.
I don't know if I want to rub elbows with you anymore, man.
Well, let me rephrase it. If I can make it into a perfume,
And you get your woman to wear it?
she'd be smelt all over, nonstop.
All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and start by putting a couple cubes in mine, and I'll pass it down.
Yeah. So far, I'm liking this a lot.
Yes, me
This is
too.
really good. And I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. Another bourbon that's similar. And I'm not really. Nothing
No.
comes out.
Mm.
Nothing jumps right out.
Nothing.
And it doesn't taste like any other Jim Beam product. I was thinking it would taste like a Knob Creek or one of the Bookers or
Yeah.
or just Jim Beam itself. But it really doesn't.
Well, it definitely doesn't taste like Jim Beam.
No.
If I were to have this blinded, didn't know what I was drinking, I would have never guessed it was a Jim Beam product.
Me neither. Because I was thinking it might be kind of like a Knob Creek clone, but I'm kind of glad it's not.
Right.
It's a whole lot different than Knob Creek, and I like that about it. I like that about it because it's its own beast.
It's its own beast. Kind of like the Boogers.
Everybody down there? So that's
Yeah.
just up your table.
Yeah, I got you. That's no-
How would you compare it to the Bookers? that we had.
That we have?
Yeah, we had the Pinky's batch.
Hmm.
It's been a while since we actually
Yeah.
traded. I don't know if it'd be a fair comparison, right? I mean, we'd have to do a side by side.
Right, I'd have to reach back there and
yeah.
grab it, and that box is too hard to get open.
I get that's what happens when they sell it in a neat box. Everybody likes to keep the box around.
Uh-huh. And then it's hard to get into, and then you're like, I want some, but I got to work too hard at it. Let me just grab something right
Let me
here.
just grab the Jim Beam right there.
Yeah, let me grab this Wild Turkey Rare Breed, or Maker's Mark 101 or something.
Okay, now I'm not getting much of the ethanol at all,
No, it definitely toned.
and it toned down the smell overall. Everything, the great smell it had.
But now I'm getting a little bit more vanilla smell to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can get a faint whiff of it.
Yeah.
like a touch of cinnamon almost.
Yeah, because I got cinnamon the first time around too,
Right.
and it
But
more
it's
faint,
It's
but
very faint. All right, let's try it. See what we think. 'Cause that I smelled it very quick.
Mhm. Yeah, it brought that oak out way too
A
much.
lot too much. Wow, that is.
All right, so it brought it up. Definitely go neat on this,
Yeah, definitely neat.
and unless you like sawing an oak
Yeah, unless you like it,
branch in half and then walk over and licking it.
if you like the devil's cut,
Yeah,
you'll like it over ice.
yeah.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't drink it over
No.
ice. You know, it's still good.
I wanna
though.
finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's still good.
But it's definitely better neat, for
All right.
sure.
Well, let's jump straight into our
Ratings?
Yeah, ratings.
Yeah. Rob,
Okay.
go first.
From 1 to 10, we'll go what we think about neat first.
Neat, I would have to go like maybe 8.5 or 9.
That's pretty high.
Mm.
What would you give it, Richard?
I'd give it about 8.3, 8.4.
Okay. I'm
Neat.
about neat. I'm about 8.5.
Over ice, it's gonna drop down to a 7, or maybe even less.
What do you say about that?
I would say 7.
Yeah, I would too.
It knocked it down a lot, and it doesn't usually do that much.
Right.
To me.
This is a good
But-
jump off the scale.
Yes.
It took away the smell and the taste.
Yes. I might even go lower than that. I'm trying to be judicious and say a 7. I might actually go down as far as a 6.5, 6.5.
I'm gonna stick to.
It's
I'm gonna stick to 7 over ice, because I have had some over ice were a lot worse than this over ice.
true. But I guess it's such a huge disparity in the flavor. That's why I'm just saying it's got to be at least 2 points to me,
Right.
and that's why I'm saying 8.5 or so neat. I got to knock off at least 2 for
Right.
ice,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least.
I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Neat's a lot better, and we're all around the 8.5 to 9 range.
But that's just this particular batch. And this
Yeah.
is a single barrel. So next year's may be completely and utterly different.
Right.
So
Exactly. Yeah. If you have the CLJ from this year, from the 03 2015,
don't put ice in it.
don't put ice in it. Okay. Fits words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, don't put ice in it.
But overall, I'll give this 2 thumbs up
No.
all the way through. You know,
Now,
there's no doubt about it.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
now, if you want to be glutton for punishment, you put ice on it. If that's the way you like all your bourbon is over ice. More power to you. But before you put the ice in it, take a sip. Before you drop your bottle of ice or block of ice in it, take a sip. Neat, please.
Right. And if you just want it cold, pour it in a glass and put it in the refrigerator for a while.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that's our Baker 7. What we think about it. Very happy with it. Neat. Just all right with it over ice. Overall, 2 thumbs up. We recommend you trying it. See what you think. Give us your opinion. And till next time.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye.